Neyha, you're surrounded by your art, and there's a great variety of work. When did you start? When did you start painting?
It started a long time ago when I was 3, and I still have some of my little drawings from then. But my mum was an established artist, and I grew up in her studio. And so I knew just art, and for me, playing with Legos and dolls didn't really work. I used to play with her paintbrushes, and I remember playing with her turpentines and thinking, okay, I want to be this. And I started doodling, and it developed from there. And when I came back from my high school, I wanted to pursue it a little bit more, and we opened an art gallery as a family, and I was the residential artist for the gallery, and I think it just went from there.
Where was the art gallery?
I'm from Kenya, Nairobi, and so we had in the centre of the business district, we had an art gallery there, just family run.
You mentioned Kenya. I can't help noticing a lot of your work, which will be showcased in this piece, is of animals, for example, like lions and elephants.
Yes.
Has Kenya informed or motivated your work?
It's in my blood, it's in my DNA. You can't help but be so influenced by its rawness. The colours, the earth palettes, the animals. We would just go to the national park every weekend, and this is what we would see. The lions were on a hunt, a kill, skulls and, things like that. It was a very raw experience, one that is very vivid in my memory, and it will never, ever go away, and I will always paint my influence.
In the short time I've been here, looking at some of your work which involves animals, like the one to your left, animals seem to be interacting. Is that a common thing?
It is. I like to tell a little story. It's in a way autobiographical. This painting is called Trust. It's trust in your storms. Life bashes you and batters you, and the stallion represents the storm that life throws at you. And I had one when my mum passed away, and we were very intertwined, and I was absolutely in love with her. And that was a storm for me. And these little birds that are sort of fading away into the stormy atmospheric background is me, or is you, is us as human beings. And this stallion's coming at them the way a storm does. There's no warning, just one big huff and a puff, and they're looking up at him going, should we trust you? Should we fly? Should we be scared? What should we do? Fear is a natural instinct. But I'm saying trust in your storms. I've used animals at its rawest form to depict and display this emotion. And I like animals because they're so natural, they're so instinctive.
Do all your paintings have quite a detailed story, narrative, backstory to them?
Most of them do. I've sort of become known for that, if you like, so I can't just paint something that doesn't mean something to me. It has to hit me at the core for it to then resonate with you as the audience. So I don't paint for you, I paint for me, a bit hedonistic in that way. But then I find that everyone resonates with some part of the story or another.
And your abstract work, there's a large abstract behind you. Do you enjoy that work as well?
I absolutely adore it. This here is one of the biggest influences of my mum. She was essentially an abstract painter. This is me trying to let go of the control that I seem to have in my work. I'm quite a detailed artist. Abstract, it demands a certain flow, a certain let go. And from time to time, I like to balance my works with a bit of abstract so that I'm more looser in my skill and my process. And it's more visceral, and it's less cerebral.
But you're a busy Chafford 100 mum. How do you find time, and where do you work, and how does that go on during your busy day?
I mean, I am a mum to 2 children under 6, so my plate is full, Michael, but this balances me out. I don't have a studio at the minute, so my dining room is my makeshift studio, and I've taken over the house, and quite happily my husband and children have let me, and that's where I work from at the minute.
But you're surrounded by your work. Have you ever, or are you tempted to ever exhibit in Thurrock and get maybe a bit of a wider audience?
This has happened so fast to me. I didn't realise that I would produce all these works and it would take to social media the way it has. So yes, I am interested. I have been invited to enter a competition called the David Chafford Wildlife Artist of the Year in London, and I have entered, and I've entered many competitions which I'm yet to hear from because the shortlist has just been announced. I want to exhibit in London eventually. I don't mind exploring the Thurrock art scene as well. I need to come out of myself, as I was saying earlier, and I need to explore that a little bit. I have decided to look around.
And do you have any projects finally on the go? What's your next project?
I'm currently working on an interesting piece. It's called The Whims of Mankind, and it's about wildlife endangerment. It's a matter that's very dear to my heart, and it's exploding out there, the poaching and the barbaric killing and the hunting. And I think art is a powerful tool, and we can bring awareness to this, and that's what I'm working on. I have a little clip and I can share it with you.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time.